Alright. Hold on. Alt Z. I know I'm recording. I just gotta make sure this thing is... Okay, we're gonna turn it up slightly to make sure y'all can hear me. I didn't record this game as it was going on because I was afraid if I did record it as it was happening, then I would get, you know, nervous or whatever. Be like, oh my god, I'm recording this. If I don't win this, then what's the point type thing.
I'll keep you safe.
So I'm going in for the review. Yosemite Halo is a friend, and Virtus is a friend. So my other support and our tank are both friends of mine.
Push your limits.
They were playing in a group of 5 yesterday and went on like a 6-win streak, and then one dipped, so I was invited, and we went on a 3 or 4 game win streak. And so, you know, that was nice. Having teammates I know I can rely on. But this is a game after going 4-1. So this is my make or break game. And ooh boy, was it a mess. I wish I was recording it now. Because you all don't get to see the chat, you don't get to see stats. Me and the other support ended with about 15 to 20,000 healing. Our DPS barely went positive. Like, in all honesty, it was a wild game. I don't know why it seems so... It's probably a replay thing on why it seems so glitchy. Oh, also, if you can tell, they had a lever. Their second support left. I think they were just never chose. Yeah, the movement sounds looks so weird. Probably just a replay thing. But, you know, they were at a severe disadvantage. Let's just say that. But they did so amazing. After this game, I endorsed their tank and their single support that they had. Deco, I'm pretty sure I've played with them before as well. So I know that they're good. Good as shit, Kiri.
Let's go.
But as you can see, I started out on Kiri because when we were first starting the game, the only one who had chosen a character was the Hanzo, and so I immediately went Kiri because I didn't know what the other person was gonna choose, and then I chose Soldier. Honestly, I'm kind of glad I didn't pick Mercy with these DPS. God, why does that look so terrible? But we should have been advantaged this whole time. Jesus, that aim, the looking around looks horrible on this. I don't remember it looking that bad before.
The Kitsune is ready.
But, woo, I guess. It was a really close game the whole time. Until like the last round.
Got one here. Let the Kitsune guide you.
That probably wasn't the best Kitsune, but it worked. This was wild. Okay, he ulted. I go to separate. He goes past me and doesn't kill me, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And then he goes around and kills the Moira. Like, I was standing right there, and he didn't come get me. Wild. Get it, Dicko. Okay, what the hell was that?
Easily.
This is him trying to figure out who to choose. I go Mercy here because I'm like, hey, if I boost Mauga, he already does a lot of damage. If I boost Mauga, that might be like game changer for us. God, the looking around is terrible on this. Oh, here I actually lose a little bit of connection for some reason. I'm honestly not sure why. I had no problems the entire day. I was like, I swear to God, if what happened before happens again. But I was doing my best. I was running around. I was trying to stay alive. and I was trying to keep my tank alive. I got the res here because I need her.
Not done. Heightening your capabilities.
And then by now we're like, okay, we got this. It's fine. We're gonna be pretty good. It'll be great.
Your end is within my reach.
Like,
Continuing damage increase.
they're at a disadvantage. We figured by at this point, if they were going to, if the person that left
Go
were to come
ahead.
back, they would have done
Cause
so.
more damage.
So we're pretty certain that they weren't coming back, which is sad. It sucks. I hate when that happens. Just in general, it doesn't matter if they're it's my team or the enemy team, because it just sucks the fun out. Here I tried to, of course, keep him alive. He even admitted, you know, I was around the corner. That was my fault. I pop ult here and live. Don't ask how. Like, I should have died before I even got down there. And I'm just like flying around trying my best to do anything. But, of course, Hanzo's skill arrow is what killed me.
Push them back.
I think about here, I was asking, you know, should I just go ahead and switch back to Kiri? Because this doesn't seem to be working. And our Malgo was like, you know what? Yeah, I'll use ult, and then I'm getting off this character. It's like, alright, I'll help you with your ult. And we'll probably both die. So I'll switch back to Kiri at that point.
We got him where we want him.
Yeah, there was nothing I do there. I tried to get away, but couldn't, so I ended up switching back to Kiri.
I'll find my own path.
Oh, and at this point, me and my two friends, Virtus and Halo, were like, alright, these DPS have to do something. Our DPS were not doing very well at all. Also, what the fuck is the head hitbox? Why am I not hitting a single headshot there? So annoying. It's like, why is this a thing even while I was playing the game? It's like, why am I not hitting the headshots? What is going on with this replay?
Stop the payload from moving.
Yeah, he got stuck over there. I did my best, you know. Not much you can do at that point. Yeah, our Hanzo died. I couldn't even be asked to care. I was like, oh, he died again. Whatever.
What's up?
Honestly, I'm not sure why I TP'd there, but whatever. They TP'd the tank so I keep him up, but, you know. That didn't go very well.
Time to try again.
Since when does anything ever go well? Honestly, let's be real. I didn't even bother going out there. They were gonna get there before I could. I did hear because for a hot second I was like, oh, maybe he can touch. Now, in the between rounds, instead of skipping, I'm just gonna explain some stuff and then skip if I have to. Also, why is it 7.6? Usually, doesn't it? Isn't it supposed to like round up to like 30 seconds or a minute or something? That was confusing, but whatever. Checking the scoreboard at this point in time, the VM Sylvan or whatever was 5 and 12, and the other DPS RTFM was 4 and 9, I think.
I'll find my own path.
So my friend goes Bap, I say Kiri, and Virtus goes Risa, because like we need to get kills. Like we're not gonna be able to do anything if we can't kill these people.
I'm surprised you're sticking around.
So
Was going to leave, but I
we go to
reckon
a
you
thing
miss
where we
me
can
too
hopefully
much.
keep our tank up
Nobody does second most handsome
while
man
still
on the
being able to
team
do
better
enough
than you.
DPS to try to make up for what our DPS were not doing.
You guys ever drink this Don Botico?
And
The old stuff was way better.
both called him out, or Yosemite called him out actually in chat. He was like 5 and 13. It's a little bit ridiculous. And later on, the one that was doing the worst, the 5 and 13, that who just insta-died, tried to say that, boy, it would be greater for us if we're healed, while both me and Yosemite had over 10,000 healing each.
My gift to you.
But it starts out really good for our round attacking. Also, watch Mr. VM Sylvan. Because let me tell you what, he rarely gets off this cart as Pharah. He stands on that cart the whole time, pretty much. Except for every now and then, he'll hop off. I'm pretty sure most of the kills that... Oh yeah, I think I DC'd slightly there too. Like, slight lag issue there. Not sure.
Got the payload.
But
Move with me.
I'm pretty sure most of the kills that Sylvian ended up closing the game out with, because he went 22 and 19. Pretty sure they were just, oh, he shot someone and someone finished him off. So technically it was only assist, it wasn't an actual kill. Again, headshots, we're bad. I don't even bother thinking about the DPS half the time. I did somewhat kind of try to help with the Sombra, because I know that she can be a menace, especially because they have a Hanzo. But still. I realized now that I wasn't on cart and I had to move. I was telling them that they needed a backup.
Let them up.
Until he did that, and then I was like, oh, you know what, just keep them off point. The longer you keep them off point, the better it is for us.
My gift to you.
We get point, Redis shows up there. I was a little nervous when I saw that they had gone May. I was like, oh, that's not gonna be good. But, you know, our Sombra actually pulled her head out of her ass and started doing something.
Got one here.
But that's when I was like, Farah, why are you sitting on point? Why are you not,
Let me balance you out.
you know, doing something? And of course I heal, because duh. And then ult, because that was a wide open lane that I had the chance to, so why not?
I'm on fire.
I was also kind of surprised that the Pharah got her
A
ult,
lot of damage, huh?
but if it worked, why not? Because he's way over there, we just kind of hide behind the payload, or behind walls or whatever.
Be healed.
Moving the payload. Let's keep it going.
And they switched to Tor because of course they did, they needed something. And so I point that out. Like, y'all gotta be careful, gotta watch out. The sound of healing and damaging through the window is kind of cool, not gonna lie. I was so confused, I didn't know where she was. I was like, where is she? And then I saw she was in her, oh, interesting.
The payload has been secured.
I was very upset that I died there. I was like, no. Please, you all, you can do this.
Okay.
And then we got it. I was very happy. At the end of this round, God, I wish I had like screenshots or whatever. Or had just, you know, in general recorded it so you could see. This, at this point, was when the Farah had said, hey, you know, be better if our supports knew how to heal. As if we didn't both have over 10,000 healing. Trying to keep them up. And of course, Virtus called him out like, my guy, we'll look at the numbers. And then Yosemite said in chat, of course this was all in open chat at this point, because multiple people were calling out the fact that it's a 5v4, how our DPS doing this bad. But I think you can see here when I start laughing. Yeah, right there, I was laughing.
With me.
We will see.
Yosemite had said, you know, if you turn on your monitor, you might be able to play the game. Oh, that's hilarious.
Can't
But
change the
no,
world by following all the
Sylvian
rules.
was still negative. I think he was 15, and... or no. 15 was his deaths. Pretty sure. But he was still negative. The Sombra, I think, was just barely positive.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers incoming. Stop the bleed.
Gotta stop that payload.
Enemy here. Got one here. Let me balance you out.
Of course, I did not believe very well that this was gonna end well for us. Neither me or my two friends were like, this is... like, we were like, I don't know.
My gift to you. You alright?
I don't even know how my TP went off there, but I wasn't even trying to TP her. I was trying to get to the Zarya. I tried telling him to come back, and it was in too deep. I didn't really care at that point. I was like, whatever, we gotta regroup anyways. I'm not gonna be able to get out.
We've got this. I'm here.
Try to keep her up. Couldn't. Use Uda so we could try to get out of there. And then they C9'd. They just completely got off guard.
Score
I am certain the only reason
to 3.
that I'm gonna spoil at this point that we won was because they got off cart there. Because if they would have been able to continue pushing it, there was no guarantee that we would have been able to push it as far. Even though it was a 5v4. But at this point, I think our DPS were both just barely positive. And I know at the very end of the game, they're very barely positive. And our tank had 40-something kills. One of their DPS also had 46. And their tank had like 38. And our DPS, and no one was, some of us were over like 10 deaths. Like I was at 11, I think. But not anywhere near 20. And both of our DPS were close to that. And it was ridiculous. So
If we
we
do
were
this
very
right,
like,
they won't even know what
how?
happened.
How is this? Like, we don't have to push it that far, so let's just hope we can do it. It should be, you know, one team fight. We just gotta pull out and just slaughter the entire team. We can do that. It's not that hard. We got 4 minutes.
Let me balance.
And then I almost died here. And I was like, of course, it would be hung. Virtus goes after him. I was trying to keep an eye out because I was like, do I need to TP? But he's good. And then I suck. I completely lost her. I'm glad my team was there to help because I got lost. I was confused. But at this point we were like, alright, we win. In chat,
Hey.
Berta said,
The payload
we
is
shouldn't have won that, y'all
approaching
should
its
have.
destination.
And Halo was like, yeah, no, we should have lost that. Our DPS were terrible. But that had me go 5-1 at 57% through Silver 1 when I began. Most of all my games were Gold 4 or 5. And I made it to Gold 5. That's why I'm upset that I didn't record it. And of course, my game for Gold 5 is the one that so much drama that I wish y'all were there for. But anyways, I'm going to put this up as a special upload. So it's going to go up before the other ones as, you know, a celebration. I did it! Not that it's going to really matter next season since they're going to do the MMR soft reset. And I get to fight to get back up there. But they are nerfing Melga here soon, so hopefully Mercy becomes more viable. If not, I may have to just keep playing Carrie. Mercy's not in a good state. She hasn't been in a good state in ages, and it doesn't seem like they care. But, yay! I did it! Gold 5. Finally.